Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today I have my highlights from the round 2 of the Manufacturer Series with Team GTS. The race today is a 2-hour race as normal at Sainte Croix. So this race is pretty favorable for the GT-R, long straights, medium speed corners, nothing too slow, except for 1 or 2 corners. So I like my odds, and as you can see there, we managed to qualify 3rd and 4th behind Team Porsche, thanks to GT Bocca's easy. But yeah, supposed to be a rolling start, but because there's still that bug, we had to do a standing start. And my plan was to start on the racing hards, and everyone else was on the racing super soft. So you can see I'm getting absolutely mugged off the line here, but it's all about to kick off now into the first turn. Audi Ferry there, he parks on the curb, which then bumps Vodka into Jakimovic, which I bumped into, which then, as you can see, gave me quite heavy damage on the front bumper, front left wheel and engine, and the car was struggling. And this all happened in the first corner over a 3.5 minute lap. So yeah, I had it all to do for the rest of the race. But yeah, my original plan was to start on racing hard, do 1 lap, come into the pits, jump onto the super soft and run out the rest of my fuel, come into the pits, go back onto super softs and then mediums. Now, as you can see, I'm pushing a little bit too hard, trying to get back to the pits as quick as possible. But now we do enter the pits and I'm going to put on super softs. And as I was saying, so I was going to do super softs for the rest of my fuel, come back into the pits, refuel to about 80%, 85%, take another pair of super softs, and then with about 1 lap fuel left, put on the mediums, do 1 lap, come back in, and then go on to the soft, and then the soft again to the end of the race. But what I did in practice was, I practiced with the super softs, just in practice, and they seem to last for half an hour. However, I didn't put into account racing conditions with overtaking and defending. So in the end, the soft tire once again was the prime tire. Anyways, skipping ahead to lap 5, you see I'm trying to catch up to Bocca David. He is on the racing super softs, but those super softs around lap 5 start to fall off the cliff. The longest I found that you could stretch the super softs is to about 7 or 8 laps. So his tires are really struggling now, and as you can see, my racing super softs are doing a lot better than his. However, their clip is coming soon. Anyways, going down to this quick right-left section before we get onto the bridge. It's all about timing with the turn in and braking at the right time, and a little bit of acceleration just to get around the corner. But yeah, I was pretty much in the second sector. I was probably the fastest driver on the track. So, and that is probably one of the more tricky sections, or the second and third sector, so I knew I could make a lot of moves through those corners. Anyways, heading on to the very long straight now. All I had to do was stay within 8/10 of the guy ahead of me, ahead or behind Bocca David. That Supra, you forget, is ridiculously fast in the straight line. I mean, the GT-R is no slouch, but that Supra is very quick. As you see here, as I'm overtaking, I'm going to move all the way right, and the reason why I'm doing this is because I don't want Bocca David to get into my slipstream. But as you see, he didn't quite need it. That Supra is ridiculously fast in the straight line. But anyways, going through the tight hairpin here, I made the move stick. Now his tyres were on their way out, and mine were just about to come to the end of the lap, so I knew he wouldn't be able to fight back. Moving ahead to the very next lap, lap 6, I'm starting to catch onto the back here of Click Ben in the Aston Martin. Also a very quick car in a straight line, but I don't think it is as quick as the GT-R, and once again all I needed to do would be within 8/10 and I would pass him on the straight. So you can see there I'm about 6/10 behind, and just watch how that delta just dives down. All I need to do is stick behind him and I'll make the move into the hairpin. You just see the speed difference when you got the slipstream. So Click Ben here, he is going to hang it on the outside. I'm going to dive to the inside here, brake a little bit earlier because I'm going much faster than normal. and also you can see my tires are starting to struggle just a little bit. And I make the moves stick, and I knew that if I could just hold him through this last little section here of handling, he wouldn't have a chance to catch up to me. As you see there, my teammate Unter, he is doing very well in the top 3, managing to battle them, use their tires, and also get himself into a good position, so that helped a lot in my fight back. But anyways, going to the second last corner here, it's quite a tricky corner, quite easy to run up there, very late apex, and then the last corner is probably the trickiest corner on the track because it's pretty much blind and there's no real runoff, so it's pretty tricky to get that corner right. As you see here, coming out of the pits now is John Toy in the Supra, and yeah, going to this first corner I had to let off so I didn't run into the back of him, shoot to the outside, and we'll try and hang around the outside. Now I knew that he had the tyre advantage over me, so I was going to fight him. I was really going to have to push him around and make him waste his tyres to help myself. So as you saw there, he put his hazards on to say thank you for letting run into the back of him. Yeah, very nice guy. Quite a good battle. So I dive to the inside here, take the inside line, and close the door on him, going to this left hand here. Now this little sector here, a lot of people were struggling with because the corners are a bit off camber, but with a bit of practice you find your braking marker with trail braking and your turning point. So yeah, my plan here was to try and break the slipstream to John's way, but he did have the fresher tyre, so in this handling section he's gonna put a little bit of attack on me. You see he tries to dive up the inside, but I closed that door on him. Now I really needed to try and break the 8/10 gap. It probably wasn't looking quite possible thanks to him having fresher tyres, and the racing super softs really were, I could feel, were really on their last legs here. So this would be my last lap on these tyres before I dive into the pits, just to get off these tyres because they're getting quite slow at this point. Going to this fast right left here, all about braking, a little bit of trail braking, a little bit of throttle, you'll get around quite easily. Now going over the bridge, and as you can see, John Toy is only 3/10 back, he's right on my tail, so with the speed of the Supra he would easily pass me going down the very long straight. So I knew this, and what I needed to do was try and fight him down the straight. Obviously fairly, don't push him off the track, but yeah, as you can see now that tyre advantage really coming into its own. There's only 2.5 tenths behind me. I get a little bit of a better exit, but now that Supra's power and the slipstream really comes into effect. So I move all the way over to the right, just trying to break that slipstream as best I can, but you can just see there by the delta, the speed of the Supra is up there probably with the McLaren F1. Anyways, he gets past me, so I'm going to slip in behind him, get a little bit of a tow down to the hairpin. I was going about 4 kilometers slower than when you get a slipstream, so it does show that it does work. Anyways, going through this last little sector here, I'm going to just put the pressure on, show him that I'm there, not going anywhere, try and keep as close as possible with my older tyres. Running a little bit wide there, but I didn't slip out, which was very nice. Now going these last couple of corners, you can see he runs a bit wide there, and that really hampers him when he goes to his right hand here. He just gets 2 wheels onto the grass and that pulls him off and allows me through, and that really helped me in the end because now I have track position. Granted I am going into the pits, but it does help having track position. So anyways, I'm going to shoot into the pits now, and I'm going to take my set of mediums for 1 lap, get myself out of the traffic, then implement my plan of softs onto softs. Oh no, excuse me, I take my second pair of super softs here, excuse me, sorry. 80% fuel, gonna run with these until about 1 lap left, and then I am going to jump onto the mediums. So going on to lap 10 here now, as you can see, the guys ahead are only about 30 seconds ahead, which isn't too bad. But yeah, coming out the pits now is Audi Ferrari, and you just see the speed difference coming out of the pits and going on the straight. So I'm really going to get close to him here. Not going to hit him. I'm going to try and hang around the outside here. And in the end, I actually made it work on all the tires, so that worked out quite well for me. Going ahead here to lap 13 now. Sorry to come onto the back of my teammate here, who is in a podium position, and I really didn't want to fight him. And we both have an understanding that if you're going to lose the position to your teammate, just give it up. Don't hinder them, and we can both progress. But as you can see how wide he is running, and that is because his tires were very, very old at this point. A lot older than my super soft, so he knew this. But anyways, coming up to this hard left hand, being able to fix right left section, and you see that he runs very, very wide and just lets me pass. We don't fight, and yeah, it was all about letting your teammate pass when they were at on much better tires or on a better run. So yeah, as you'll see when I look behind you, you'll see Winter is shaking his car in frustration. One of those things that happens, but anyways, we move on now. Going on to lap 14, the next lap, I'm going to jump into the pits now and do a strategy of jumping into the medium for just one lap. As you can see, I lost about a second over the last lap to Boccazizi, so I really needed to make a plan now. So just jumping into the pits, just going to take the mediums, and I'm not going to take any fuel. So a quick little stop, get on the mediums, do one lap as fast as I possibly can, burning as much fuel as I can, burning as fast as I can, and just, yeah, fighting anyone that gets near me, just to slow them down, and then going on to the soft tire. So at the end of that lap, you can see I managed to pull out 2 seconds over Audi Ferrari, which was very nice because his tires also been very old. And I'm going to dip into the pits now. And now I was going to take my stops. There was about an hour and 6 minutes left, so I needed to last about 33 minutes on these tires and fuel, so I could stop at about the halfway point and then run to the end, always with the concern of one extra lap at the end of the race, because that can happen. So I was going to take, I think, 80 or 85% fuel here. Yeah, 85% fuel on the soft. Wasn't going to rev the car out too much, was going to try and fuel save, but as you see, as I'm coming out the pits there, my teammate comes flying up behind me, so I move out of his way, have a bit of a brain play there, muscle memory, and I just tapped the wall. But now I've got Rocket David on me, and I was going to fight him. I was going to try and hinder him as much as I can to let my teammate get away. So as you see, we're going down the second little straight here. Going to go side by side with the Supra, revving it out as much as I can, sticking side by side with the Supra. It's all coming down to this hairpin now. I have the inside line, and I was going to run his tires as much as I could. So go to the inside there, and I have the move completed. Obviously he's on all the tires, so he didn't quite stand a chance against me. But anyways, we move on to lap 17 now. You can see I've managed to catch up to my teammate, who obviously is on much older tires. So coming here to the long straight, as I said before, if your teammate's faster than you, get out their way, and it will then kind of hinder them. So you should take a much better run onto the long straight here. And I'm in the slipstream, so I'm really going to just catch up past my teammate here. Give him a flash, and he obviously put his right indicator on, saying he was going to move right. So moving up my way, I come past him. He's going to come back into my slipstream and then dip out. He didn't want to run the risk of running into the back of me, which is understandable. Good job. Going up to the hairpin here, hitting my braking marker as late as I can. I'm going to try and take as much speed as possible through this last little sector. Good job. Now this was about my position where I should be, about split. So I knew this because everyone had done about roughly the same amount of pit stops as me. And I was probably, aside from Boccazizi, probably the fastest guy on the track, so the second fastest guy on the track. So I knew that I had a chance of a podium. I just needed to make the moves quickly and make them count and make everyone else really work hard to get past me. But as you can see now, I'm on the back of RD Ferry once again. I needed to really make a move pretty soon, be aggressive and make him waste his tyres. So coming down to this left-hander here now, I'm going to look to the inside, try and outbrake him as late as I can without hitting him, hold the inside line, run him wide, and that was it. That was pretty much the move done. Now I really needed to defend because I knew the Ford GT wasn't so good in the corners, however it is very good on the straight. Not great acceleration but great top end, so I needed to defend onto the long straights or try and lose him to these corners. But you can see there I'm only half a second ahead of him, so he's still got the slipstream and he's going to stick in the slipstream over the bridge now. And his last little, this left and long right hand, I really needed to make it count to try and break the slipstream so that he couldn't attack me down the long straight. But as you see there, he is not giving up just yet, still within 7/10. He needs to get past that 8/10 marker. Going down the long right hand here, I'm going to carry as much speed onto the straight as possible, but as you can see there, I only managed to get to about 7.5 tenths, so wasn't good enough, and now he would definitely have a chance on me down the long straight. That's why I moved far right, because I wanted him to go to the outside and then I could squeeze him off. But as you can see, he's catching me, but he's not catching me quick enough. And I'm going to hold in the middle of the road, hit my braking marker, take the corner as normal, and yeah, that was pretty much a move done. I knew once I survived that assault on the straight that I would be able to pull away. Anyways, we move on to lap 24 here. You can see I'm in third position. That's due to guys taking pit stops and such. I'm going to go into the pits here, and there is about 36ish minutes or so left. So hitting a little bit earlier than I wanted, one lap early, but I had to because I was running out of fuel. And now I was going to fuel to about 90% just to run to the end of the race. Save my tyres as best I can because I knew that Adam Wolf in first place, he hadn't used his mandatory mediums and hards. In the series you have to use the hards and the mediums at least once. I knew that he hadn't, so that was 2 pit stops that he had to make. One for the mediums, one for the hards. And then probably a third pit stop for racing super stocks to finish. So I knew that he would have to make his stops, and as you can see we skip ahead here and he has made his 2 stops and now he is on the racing super stop. So this is about the second last lap, so I just had to keep focused, try and save my tyres for this moment to be able to fight him and try and hold him up as much as I can. As you can see, Bok is easy, he is absolutely pissed off once again. The guy's really good and he is like the Hamilton of the series, so really hard to beat him unless he makes a mistake. Anyways, going down the long straight here, you can see that Adam Wolf is really in the slipstream now. He's flashing me as if I must move. I don't know if he's telling me to move or if he's trying to distract me, but this is for position and this is the second last lap, so I was not going to move out of his way and I was going to fight him. And he was flashing me throughout this whole sector, but he's entitled to do that, but I was not going to move out of his way. This was a battle. I wasn't his teammate, so I wasn't just going to move out of his way. So anyways, going to this section here, you can see my tyres are struggling a little bit more than his because, as I said, he made that pit stop on the racing super softs and that's where I managed to pass him originally. So at the beginning of this lap I was about 3 seconds ahead of him and now he's right on my tail. So his tyres are still in their prime and now I really just had to make him fight for it. So coming up the front straight here onto the last lap, I knew that I would have been very happy with a second position, but a podium would have done. And I really don't want to throw it away now. With such a long lap, if you get damage, you are going to lose a lot of pace. But anyway, to go through the very first corner here, side by side, I'm going to hang around the outside. I'm going to go to the outside for the second corner here. He outbrakes me. I'm going to go for the cutback, get good acceleration on the corner. He loses a little bit of traction. Now we are like door to door going down the second straight here, and I've got the inside line. So as you see there, I managed to get ahead of him, really revving it out now. I had excess fuel going down to the third corner here, and I hold around the inside, but that tire advantage was just too much, and he goes around the outside and gets ahead of me. There's nothing I could have done. I tried to force a mistake out of him, but very, very clean driving, and yeah, it was a great conclusion to this race. Great little battle, very hard paced. The guys on the stream were quite excited about it, and I was very happy to be a part of it. Anyways, coming down to the very last lap now, putting my hazards on, got my fuel mode in like 3 or whatever, just trying to make it to the end of the race. So yeah, in the end I managed 3rd place. Yeah, quite a good comeback if I say so myself. So guys, you can see there, I managed 3rd after that first corner accident. My teammates there, Unter, got 6th, so yeah, we did very, very well compared to the first round. I didn't show the first round because I thought it was just a qualifying thing, and that was a 2-hour race on Monza in the Ferrari 458 Group 3 car, which I absolutely despise. I was happy to now be in the GT-R, which is my car for this series. So yeah, managed the 3rd, pretty good, good comeback, happy with that result. Anyways guys, thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like or subscribe for more GT Sport content. Yeah, more content coming up. Thank you guys so much for watching. Okay.